Really, I am you. I'm you.
Yeah.
There's just with one energy.
Yeah, see, if these people over here, they seem nice, well, there are, they might have imperfections, but they seem quite nice. They're just regular human beings.
That's right.
I am too. Maybe I'm not that bad.
We are glorious, spectacular spirits. We are magical. We are alchemical. We are so powerful. The love that we have, and we don't ever use it. We hold it all. We don't allow our light to shine out of us. And I invite everyone to recognize how beautiful they are. They have to know it in their souls. They have to know it. If they don't believe it, then you don't believe it in me. And everybody goes, "Oh, Elley, you're so fun, and you're so loving, and you're so kind." And I'm like, "I'm you. What are you? I'm your reflection. There's no difference between us.
Yeah.
I just have no filters. I got over my shoulders
Exactly.
very early. Even though they tried to stop it, I just couldn't be stopped because there's miraculous things that happen when we love ourselves.
And you learn that by coming to places like this.
You find it.
You meet people who are reflections of yourself.
You start to love yourself a little bit more because people are all accepting of you.
And you love them a bit. It makes you feel better about yourself.
People don't need to accept you for you to feel loved. You need to accept yourself first.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And this fandom, open arms. They're just like, come on, come.
Exactly.
And there's so many conventions that you can go to all over the world, everywhere. There are bronies everywhere in every country, and they may not have the convention, but there will be one close by.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there are. I've seen it. I mean, I've been for walks before, and I've seen.
I'm doing 10 this year.
Yeah. I mean, I've been for walks before near my house, and I've seen. Just several cars with little pony figurines on the dashboards, things like that. Just like
you'll see them everywhere.
Yeah.
You'll see decals on cars. You'll see plushies. You'll see T-shirts. You'll see, and you just go, "Wow! It really is everywhere. It really is." And just wait for the next generation. Like we'll see what happens with the YouTube 2D animation. People just want the stories.
Yeah,
they actually just want the stories. It's they're not going to go. It's about what are our stories.
Yeah. Speaking of stories, do you want to? You mentioned there was a little changeling on the other side of the coat there.
Oh yeah, there's a character she's the Feeling Forms character that I play in How to Change a Changeling.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And she's the one that tries to keep everyone happy. So very much like me.
Yes.
Mistmane is very much like me. This character is very much like me. She holds forums where everybody keeps happy. Stay happy. Don't be angry. And of course, that's the one where what's the character's name? My brain. He's being terrible. He's throwing paint on everybody. I was another changeling that got black paint thrown on her, and she's screaming like, "He's awful, he's awful, he's got to go." And it's just like, there's a perfect story of how to change a changeling, of how to just accept. You just need to be accepted. It's not really me. It's exactly what we're doing.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not me. He's scared.
Yeah.
And when we're scared, fear turns to anger, and anger turns to depression. So let's nip fear at the bud.
Yeah.
Never be afraid to go and hug somebody, go up to somebody, say, "Hey," like I said, if I'm having dinner and I see people sitting alone, I go, "Hey, do you want to come and join me? Come and join me." They're like, "Really?" I'm like, "Yes, why not?"
Yeah.
That's why we're here.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to be proactive with socializing. You have to be proactive with it.
Just lend a hook.
Exactly.
Go. Come on.
Yeah.
And they will come.
Yep.
Of course they do.
If you build it, they will come.
That's what the fandom does at the conventions.
Yes.
You build the convention, and they all come.
Yes. And they make
fandoms are struggling financially right now because of COVID. Support your fandoms, guys. There's a bunch of new fandoms. There's a bunch of older fandoms that have lost a lot of money during COVID. And I find the bronies very, like, just look at the charity auctions. I find bronies very, very, very supportive. They will come to the aid of conventions, and conventions need help right now.
That's right.
Support them.
Like with TrotCon recently.
TrotCon, man, $20,000 like that. They're already at almost 30. You know, we need $50,000. And they give so much. They're this year it's Carnival. I'm gonna have a pink car driving people up and down the hallways, an electric car. There's gonna be candy floss for everybody. We're gonna have, like, I'm taking pies in the face. We're having Dunk Me in a tank. This is all to raise money so that we can continue to have conventions, so that you can celebrate each other at this point.
And that's awesome. That's why.
Yeah.
That's what makes this whole community.
Yeah, and Charlie Worthy just took on new two. He acquired, and they because I mean, you know, there's a lot of politics involved there, but he needs help as well. So we're going to support, you know, WinnieCon as well, and Cider Fest, because that's a big job that he took on. He's owner now. And has to clean up a little bit of stuff that happens when things go awry during COVID, and monies go to pay for other things, and then all of a sudden you go, we've got to have these conventions. We need help, right? We
That's
need to
right.
support Ponies.
Indeed. Speaking of TrotCon, was that your first con you went to?
No. My first con ever was...
Oh no, after the pandemic.
Oh yes, my first in-person con was...
Yeah. And what was it like being back at the convention the first
wild.
time?
Just wild time.
Did it take a moment to get adjusting to?
Yes. But not really. Like, it just became, it's the same, you know it. It's sort of like seeing your family after a long stay of being away.
Yeah.
And COVID was just like, I'm sorry I can't see you. It's like seeing my father. During COVID, I couldn't go see my father. He's 91 years old. And then you finally see them, and it's like, you cry. You just want to cry, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You cry, and you go, TrotCon.
You can't believe it.
In the midst of all of it, that hotel was going to take, they had put their money down for 2 years ago, and they said, you have to have the convention. They forced them to have the convention, or they were going to lose their deposit. Yeah. And, they did it under duress, because Ponies weren't going right before Christmas. It was hard. It was still COVID-y, and they put in protocols, and they were trying to be really safe. And, man, oh man, they did it. And I said, bless you, because it's not easy.
No, it's not.
Because you're being held hostage by the hotel.
Yeah.
They would have loved to have just waited and done what we had planned on doing 2 years ago, which is the carnival.
Yeah.
And they, bless them, also, whoa, sorry, that was my head falling off. They did online, I think they did 4 online, so at least 4 I did. It all becomes like, closing ceremonies are 2 days. Like, we never close at TrotCon. It's like, what's happening? And they did, and those cost money. You think you're online, it doesn't cost money. No, there's a whole thing.
Oh yeah, the band.
They would go to the hotel with nobody there during COVID, doing all the platforms so that everybody could come on and play games in Ponytown, and they're not making money on online. So, we've got to recognize, celebrate the conventions, guys. This is where we celebrate together. If you build it, they will come.
Yes. Build
and support the houses. The houses need the help right now. We're going to get up and galloping. We're going to get up and running right now. But right now we're coming out of a sleep, man. We're coming out of a, oh dear, energetic. It doesn't show in the celebration with the bronies, but the house is suffering. There are, I know stories about the cons, what they're doing. They're buying tickets for VAs out of their own pocket, and it just breaks my soul. That can't happen. It's like, we've got to help. We've got to help.
Are there any other conventions that currently in bad financial straits?
I think people are struggling all around,
Yeah.
to be quite honest with you. It's like, are you in the black or are you in the red? And how much are you in the black and how much are you in the red? I mean, people don't make money on conventions. A lot of them are not for profit. So it's not a money making. People are working for free.
Yeah.
Like, these people are not being paid. And they work their fingers to the bone. Like, they work, they bleed out so that everybody can have a good time.
Yeah.
And they're depressed too. Like, they're in the same situation that the rest of the world is.
Yes.
But I think every con, until we get over this 2-year period where they've had to roll forward the badges, well, now they're raising the price of badges to try and make money from the con cut, and it feels unfair because you've already charged for badges 2 years ago. But it's because money it's lost because of doing the other events.
So financial support is needed, definitely.
Please support your local conventions and support other conventions because they all deserve it.
They do.
As do you. You deserve to go celebrate there. They deserve to have your support. It's an exchange of energy.
Yeah.
Whether it's financial, whether it's heart, whether you come and volunteer, whether you get on staff and want to help, reach out and offer your service.
Yes. Okay. So we're going to wrap up now. One very final question. What's your favorite type of drink? Just so we know what to bribe you with for your next interview.
What is my favorite kind of drink? That is funny. I don't drink alcohol anymore.
Cool.
So I would say it's so bad for me. Oh Lord. Diet Coke, Coke Zero, Diet Pepsi with a huge hunk of lemon on the side because that's, I think, my healthy part.
Yeah.
I took my vitamins this morning with Diet Coke. I mean, come on, that's just so wrong.
We all do it. We all get the cravings for the bad stuff.
Well, and I mean, this will be my 3rd year of not drinking. I'm not going to not. I went through some health issues, so I will drink again. I'm just trying to get my system back to a kind of a level playing field.
Yes. I think we all need that at the minute. We all need to level things out. It's just we've hit the reset.
I tried to cut out the things that my body has to work a little bit harder to clear out. So, and alcohol is one of those.
Well, I think we all need to just hit the reset button, and most of us have done that. And now it's just a case of trying to find the right energy levels. I think that's just
and people just go, "Where do you
needed.
get your energy from?" And I go, "Literally, you." I'm like, "Where? What?" I go, "It's you. That's where I'm getting the energy from."
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's very energetic places.
Bye-bye.
Oh, and this is it. This is the end of our interview because I'm going to hug a pony.
Yes.
I love you all. I will see you at a convention soon in Europe, I'm hoping, or in the United States of America.
What's your next convention?
I think my next convention is either, I got to check my schedule, BabsCon or Sequestria. I know that TrotCon's in July. I think I'm going to try to go to Everfree Northwest. There's a lot going on. And then I've got Galacon, Sequestria. Oh my gosh, the European, Italian asphalt. I'm terrible.
It's the one in Milan.
I'm talking. I want to go.
Yeah, that's a good one. I'm going to go to that one.
Are you going to that
yes,
one?
Definitely.
Awesome.
I'm going to take a week cycling.
Awesome. Oh,
yeah.
Gosh, yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, I'm going to have to go now. I won't take up any more of your time. This is the longest 10-minute interview I've ever had. Okay.
I love you. I love you, everyone. You're so awesome. Thank you for being in this fandom. The awesomeness that is you is what keeps everybody spirited, joyful, alive, and believing in the friendship that really this fandom is all about. So thank you so much. Support your fandoms. And I'll see you very soon.